Hello. Today we're going to be talking about our innovative collection development toolkit available from Bibz Analytics. In particular, we're going to talk about the related content display, both what it is and what it can mean in your selection choices. So I'm going to open up a list. This is some forthcoming thrillers and suspense. We can absolutely never have enough of those, right? I always like to demonstrate as well as we move from one library catalog to another just how the ranks do change. So I have started with a library system in California. They have more than 35 locations. You can see titles at the top. You can see that top system level rank. I haven't applied any of my search filters yet, so I still have 109 titles that I'm working with. And I've covered before, but we are able to click and see the full list of branch ranks where we need to make those precise buying decisions, those individual branch collection decisions. But what I want to talk about in particular today is when the system level rank and the ability to filter and that view into the branch level rank or the branch level ranks within an applied grid template, when those are not quite enough information to make that yes no decision on whether or not you will add an item to your collection. So I've switched catalogs just so that we get another sense of how the ranks do shift when we move from one ILS to the next. What I'm going to show you here within this Arizona Library Systems catalog, their 4-branch system, are some of the related content assistance that is available. So I'm going to expand the list. We're looking at the 4 branch ranks for this title, Dangerous by S.E. Fox. And I see that branch 4, which is actually the smallest location in that system, is where this title is predicted to perform best. So what is that based on? I've said before that within Bibz Analytics, the branch rank scores are all generated based on everything that your library system owns and everything that it owns on a branch by branch basis. We're doing a very robust analysis of your collection. We're getting a sense of, how much of it has been set aside for physical books, how much has been set aside on an audience level, on a subject or genre level, on a format level, on a language level. We're also gathering all of the transaction data that we are able to harvest out of your ILS. And in some cases, that can be a very long history. But in particular, what we want to be able to offer as well is a sample of that larger calculation. And that sample is found by clicking on this small magnifying glass icon. This is going to be next to any Bibz Analytics branch level rank. So as I open up the related content for our target title, Dangerous, what I see now are 10 new ranks all in green. And these ranks are attached to titles that are owned not just by this 4-branch library system in Arizona, but specifically by this location, by branch number 4. These are titles that are going to be comparable in terms of the audience they're meant to reach, the subject genre, myriad ways. In fact, if they're part of a series and the target title is as well, we like to display that. If it's by the same author, that's exactly why we're displaying contributor, so you can make those connections. But what you're actually able to see here, as again, this is a sample, this is zooming in on that much larger branch rank calculation to showcase 2 things: recent publishing trends and recent acquisition behavior within your library system. So why focus on the word recent? Because we know that within library systems, within collection development departments, there are often new initiatives, areas of the collection that you would like to develop over time. And of course, there's always an aspiration to keep up with what is big in literature and publishing. So, what you find here are titles that have been added within the last 3 years. And what you see in their ranks are their actual performance. We express these in one of 2 ways. The first is called a release or launch rank. Those are titles that have been added to your catalog that are within their first 12 months of circulation. These are the ranks that you may see change over time if something is very hot when it first comes out and then maybe loses steam quickly with the public. You're going to find that reflected in the rank as it changes. On day 1 of month 13 in your catalog, that item becomes an evaluated rank. It is a set data point, and it is now part of that larger calculation that we do when we're trying to determine branch rank levels. So within this view, you can, of course, see real performance of things that you own that are comparable to the target title. It is a final data point to help you make that yes no decision. It's also a way for you to help with merchandising and marketing efforts. If you're part of the reader's advisory engagement in your system and you contribute to a newsletter, these are read-alikes. If you're part of the display team within your library system, these are read-alikes that you can pluck from your own catalog and use to promote things that are forthcoming. So, in a nutshell, this is how we use related content and what's involved in the related content display. Thanks for your attention. We'll see you next time.